Are you in the market for a sewing machine and are frustrated, overwhelmed, and confused and just don't know what to buy? In this video, I will give you questions you need to ask before you buy your first sewing machine. If you are in the market for a sewing machine, let me know in the comments. If you are new to my channel, my name is Monday of Monday's Threads and MondayJasenga.com, and I am a sewing enthusiast and sewing guide who helps remove the frustration and the overwhelm from those learning how to sew. All right, so let's get into these questions. The first question you should be asking is, what is my budget? Now, just because a sewing machine is expensive or least expensive does not mean that it will meet your needs. We have sewing machines that are over $1,000 and all they do is one stitch. Now, that would have been a waste of money if you needed to do more than just one stitch. And again, it might be affordable and have all the bells and the whistles, but at the end of the day, if you're not using all of the bells and the whistles, again, you would have wasted your money because you are not using everything that the machine has to offer. So consider your budget. A good budget to have for a beginner sewing machine is, I would say, about $70 to about $250. I want to say $250 for a beginner sewing machine, knowing that, yes, this is going to be my first sewing machine and eventually I will replace it. Question number 2 you should be asking yourself is, what would I like to sew? Is it clothing? Is it quilts? Is it drapery? Is it accessories? So you want to be able to have a machine that can cater to those sewing needs. And of course, you'll be starting out, if this is your first sewing machine, you will be starting out and you just need the basics for you to be able to sew. But it's a good question to have in mind for the future because you will be progressing. You won't be a beginner for a very long time. The next question to ask is, where will I be sewing? Okay, so that's a weird question, but it is very relevant because some sewing machines are heavier or lighter than the other. And so if you're going to be mobile and not have the sewing machine in one spot, you want something that's lightweight that you can be able to carry from place to place. And if you know you're not going to be going anywhere, or most of the time not moving, you want something that is stable that you can keep in one place. So yes, figure out, am I going to be moving around a lot or am I going to have it fixed in one spot? The next question you want to ask yourself is, what is my comfortability level with technology? Again, this seems like a strange question, but just like we have so much technology around us, it's the same with sewing machines. We have manual sewing machines and we have computerized sewing machines. So if you're a person who jumps at every mistake that you make with technology, or you're asking someone else to help you out with something that has happened either on your computer or your phone, and this is for the older generation, yes, that is something to consider. You probably want a less computerized sewing machine. But the way things are going, a lot of the sewing machines are becoming more technologically advanced. And in a way, they help make things easier for you. So just ask yourself, am I welcome to embracing technology, or do I want to start off with something manual? Leave me a comment below and let me know if you embrace technology or you kind of take time to warm up to technology. The next question to ask yourself is, what stitch options do I want to use? This goes back to the previous question that I had asked about what type of sewing you would like to do. So if you would like to do embroidery or fancy stitches, then you want to consider a machine that has those capabilities. So yes, what type of stitch work would you like to do? The next question you want to ask is, what type of service or warranty does this sewing machine have? Most things that we buy have some kind of either store warranty or manufacturer's warranty. So you want to make sure that you have a good enough time that you can at least practice or get to know your sewing machine. And if anything happens, you can either return it or take it to a place where it can be serviced. Because sometimes when a machine needs servicing, it could cost a lot of money. So be sure to know what the terms for the warranty or the service agreement is. Now, with those questions in mind, you should be able to narrow down your search to a sewing machine that you might consider. But I'm sure you're like, Monday, now what type of sewing machine do you use? What type of sewing machine would you recommend, or what type of sewing machine did you buy when you were a beginner? I got you. If you're still watching, thank you. Be sure to like and watch to the end for my sewing recommendations. Now, I can only recommend what I have used. And I will proudly say that I am kind of a sewing machine minimalist. So if I find something that has worked and is working for me, I will use it until it falls apart. So that being said, I have had 3 sewing machines, and these are the 3 sewing machines that I have used. So my first sewing machine was actually a gift from my wonderful husband. And I don't think he consulted me with what machine to buy. I think he just asked me whether I would like to sew because I was going through something at the time, and that's a story for another day. But he was like, maybe you should take up a hobby. And I was like, okay, great. What hobby should I take up? And he was like, have you thought about sewing? You mentioned that you used to sew. And so I was like, meh, sure. And so he went out and bought me my first sewing machine, which was, and I wrote it down, the Brother LS2125i. And he did good because it was a great beginner sewing machine with minimal stitches. It was a manual sewing machine. So I learned everything that I needed to learn on that machine. As I started to grow in my sewing journey, started to make more things, more projects, and I started to sew for other people, the machine died. Yeah, I mean, I could have fixed it or I could have looked into it, but I don't know, it just stopped working. And this was after, I think after four years, I would say 4 years. So it served me for a good 4 years until I couldn't figure out why it died. And so I needed to upgrade. So in looking to upgrade, I actually asked myself these questions that I just shared with you. I ended up buying the Brother CS6000i computerized sewing machine. If you want to see my first reaction and unboxing of this sewing machine, you can check out this video over here and you can see just my first reaction to to the machine. So my Brother sewing machine is still going strong, but I feel that it has a bit of wear and tear because I've been using it pretty much every day since I bought it. And so I am looking to actually upgrade probably to something in the same family. I think I did see like a CS 7000. I think I did see something like that, but if not, just something in that range because I really enjoyed or enjoy sewing with that sewing machine. Now, in addition to those sewing machines, I have a Jack industrial sewing machine, and this is an investment sewing machine for my sewing business. And so as my sewing business started to grow, I decided I needed to invest in something more industrial so I could sew faster and sew everything that I need in time. And so I invested in the Jack industrial sewing machine. Now, other machines that I have used probably once or twice are the Singer Start. I think it's the Singer Start, but I'll have the information up. And I have also used a Brother, I think it's a Brother, but it's Project Runway series. And so that felt like a good sewing machine to to start with. But for those, the Singer and the Project Runway sewing machine, I only used it like once or twice, so I don't know about the durability. But I can guarantee you the sewing machines that I have used and would recommend, because those have been my staples, are definitely the CS6000i, the Brother LS2125i. And I don't know if they're still making that one. I don't know if they're still making that one, so I don't know about that. And both of these sewing machines ran from about $70. I think my husband spent like $70 on my first sewing machine. And for the Brother CS6000i, I paid, I think, just over $100 at the time. After this panorama that has been happening, there has been a demand of sewing machines, and so the prices of sewing machines have skyrocketed. And so that's why I said in the beginning that a good budget for a sewing machine would be about $70 to about $250, because I think this Brother sewing machine, I think it's just over $200 now. But don't quote me. I'm sure you can get a sale somewhere for less. So if you're still like, Monday, that did not help me any, those are not the sewing machines that I want to consider, I would suggest that you look on any major retailing site or craft store, like Joann's, if you're in the US, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Target. I don't know if Target sells sewing machines, eBay, Amazon. You can actually just Google beginner sewing machine, and all those sites will pop up with sewing machine recommendations. What you can do is take a look at the sewing machines and take a good look at the reviews. See how many reviews that sewing machine has. Look at the bad reviews, the most recent bad reviews, and that will give you an idea of either the issues that the machine comes with or the issues that people are facing using that machine. So check the reviews, and at the end of the day, it's a beginner sewing machine, right? So you just want something to start off with. I wouldn't spend too much money on your first sewing machine or a beginner sewing machine. And I understand that a lot of people get gifted sewing machines. So you want a good quality sewing machine, but not too pricey, because it will be the first sewing machine that someone uses and someone practices to progress. And then eventually, like me, you'll figure out, or they will figure out what it is that they like to do, and they can upgrade from there. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, thank you for joining. Welcome. Please be sure to subscribe. And if you have any other questions about buying a sewing machine, please leave those in the comments. I will see you in the next video.